Mm, mm. Oh. Hey, what's good? So, it's been a long time. Hey, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step. Anyways, that song is gonna stay stuck in my head the whole day now, so whatever. Don't mind the mess I got going on here, cause I look like a hot mess. My hair is on fire. Look at this. I got baby hairs everywhere. Baby hairs everywhere. They're just flying around. I got no makeup on. My nose is swollen. My voice is raspy. I'm getting all types of sick. Whatever. I'm breaking out because my hair is on my face all the time. So it is what it is. Okay, so what's good? Like, all right. So basically, today's video is me discussing something that's been bothering me for the past few days because how I went from all to mass serious. But anyways, something that's been bothering me the past few days because it's something somebody said, which was I am not Spanish enough to call myself a Latina. So which makes no sense to me at all. I was told this once before, and it was a few years back when I went in for an audition for a Spanish character who happens to be American, whose first language is English, who speaks not so perfectly the Spanish, but speaks both of them, Spanglish, basically, they're both English and Spanish together and whatnot. So the character was for that, and as I did my thing, they directed me, and I did all these other forms, because you gotta do your thing, somebody in there told me I am not Spanish enough for the role. So it's like, okay, hey, it is what it is. Respect your decision, your opinion, whatever. And then the other day, this lady tells me, a customer I was helping tells me, oh, you're not Spanish enough to call yourself a Latina. And she told me this in Spanish with her attitude. Ay, tú no eres suficientemente hispana para llamarte Latina. And I just looked at her like, what does that mean? I had my face of confusion and wanting to hit her, but I didn't. I kept my cool because I'm working on myself and being a better person. I gotta change myself. I'm working on being different. Like, not different. Well, me, myself, and I, better. So I'm trying to change physically, mentally, emotionally, any type of lead there is. So I'm just trying to change my whole vibe and my energy and all this other stuff and whatever. So I just, kept on helping her and whatnot. But she proceeded to tell me why I am not Latina enough. Which, one of her reasons was because I was not born in a Spanish country. So since I was born in America, in the USA, New York City, the Bronx, BX all day, born and raised, which I'm very proud of. I'm proud of where I'm from. She told me I'm not Spanish enough to call myself a Latina. I don't get that. I don't understand that term, and that's exactly how she said it, just in Spanish. Like, tú no eres hispana, suficientemente hispana para llamarte Latina. And I do not get it. Like, anybody else that I help, in Spanish tells me, oh, your Spanish is pretty good. Especially when I tell them don't have so many years speaking it. Like, come on, And then reason number 2 for her thing was because I don't speak the language perfectly. Women, I barely speak English perfectly as well. Like, and that's my first language, It's still all a tongue twister to me. So whatever I don't know in Spanish, I know in English. Whatever I don't know in English, I know in Spanish. So that's my whole Spanglish situation. And she told me Spanglish is not a language. And I'm like, it is to me because I've been speaking it since I was like you're young or whatever, you know. So basically I'm just like, what am I speaking? Alienish then? Like, you do understand every word I'm talking to or saying to you, right? Because I am speaking to you in Spanish. Yes, some things are a struggle for me to say, but like I said, whatever I can't say in English, I say in Spanish. Whatever I can't say in Spanish, I say in English. It's a tongue twister to me in both ways. So, and Spanish is not my first language. And what really set me off and made me like have to take a moment to USA was when she proceeded to say, oh, but it's not your fault, it's your parents' fault. Women, you don't know me. You don't know my life. My mama don't know me. Okay? So you can't be talking based on something you don't know, because it's not their fault. It's my fault. I didn't want to speak the language because school, friends, brothers, music, all of it was in English. Everything around me was in English, you know? So until I took the initiative myself a few years later, from a young age still, I took a Spanish book, read the Spanish book all on my own. I was reading Spanish before I was able to say the words out loud, you know? So I was reading it. Like, I could read it, I could write it, I could understand it, and now I can speak it, you know? So you don't know my life to be saying these things. So I don't get what Spanish enough is. I have an accent. I have a New York accent. I have a Spanish accent. But when I speak my Spanish, apparently I don't have a specific Spanish accent. Like, I don't sound Dominican. I don't sound Puerto Rican. I don't sound Mexican. I don't sound Cubana. I don't sound this, that, and this. Like, mind your business. If you don't like it, too bad. Too bad. Goodbye with your life. You know, it is what it is. But like, this thing just really irked me. Like, it really bothered me, because what does Spanish enough mean? What does Latina enough means? I don't think it has to do with where I'm born or what, if I speak the language perfectly fine or not. Like, I'm proud of my descendants. I'm proud of being Dominican, Puerto Rican. I'm proud of my family's background. Like, my father's Dominican, my mother's Puerto Rican. I'm proud of that mix, that which people be like, ooh, that's that mix. Like, you tell people that and they just be like, that's a mix. Like, that is a mix, because it's two places of craziness and wildness, and they're just intense. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans on their own are intense. So you mix that together and you create babies, you know. It's just an intense mix or whatnot. But I honestly don't get what Latina enough is. I'm happy of who I am. Soy feliz así. No lo hablo perfecto, pero no tan mal. You know, like, I can defend myself with my Spanish. I love my Spanish music. I know a little bit of the histories of a few Spanish places, especially DR and PR, because it's from my family, but I don't know it all entirely, because here in America we learn American history, you know, obviously. But I know my foods, I know how to cook my meals, how to eat the meals, obviously, you know. Like, when I really started enjoying the meals, I went from this to this. But hey, that's a whole different subject, which I'm working on. But hey, you know, what is Spanish enough? Like, what is that? I don't get it. I don't get the term. It's something that's really bothered me, because once before I was told I have to get rid of my accent, which is a whole nother story. But yes, so what is Spanish enough? What's Latina enough? You know, like, woman, you're talking to me in Spanish. I am responding to you in Spanish. What else do you want? So if you don't like how I talk, no me hables. Okay? Yo soy feliz así. All right? You're not going to dictate my life. You can't. I am how I am. Soy quien soy. So, a los que no le gusta como hablo, adiós con tu vida. Ciao, ciao, bye, bye. Que tengan buen día. Feliz día, because I'm happy with how I speak my language, what I do, how I do. So, basically, that's it for today. All right. Bye, lovelies. See y'all. I look like a hot mess. I act like a hot mess. It is a hot, messy day. The weather don't know if to be cold or to be hot. My hair don't know if to be straight or to be frizzy. My face don't know if to be clean or to break out. Like, my voice don't know if to be normal or to be raspy. So it is what it is. Bye.